YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the song New Year's Day by U2. If you were around in 1983, you knew this song. U2 was really moving out. Their album War came out, and they were just the band to listen to around that time. A great sound, a great tune. What I've tried to do is to try to adapt this for solo acoustic guitar. I'm going to show you how to do that endless bass line that a lot of first-time bass players first learned. So the guitar is in standard tuning. I do have a capo on the 4th fret just to keep it in the right key that U2 played it in. And so with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about how to play this great tune. First of all, as I mentioned before, the guitar itself is in standard tuning. Now I do have a capo here on the 4th fret to get it in the right key. I just think it's easier to play in the key. The original key is like A flat minor or something like that, and I just can't play it that way. Because the lead part that I'm going to show you, really you can use an E minor shape here, achieve the A flat minor, and get that bass sound. Now let me talk about that bass riff that goes continuously through this. Now I'm not a bass player, but I really do love this bass lick, and it's one of the ones that's really sticks in your mind. So let's see if I can play it, and then I'll show you how I recreate it here. Recognize it. Okay, so the way the song starts out, and you've got to really crank your chorus and delay on this to really get that sound. I do have a little bit of delay. It's not too much, just so that it's listenable. It starts here on an A minor shape, and so this is an A minor shape. Again, all the chords are relative to this capo on the 4th fret. So this is sort of a picking type of a song, the way I do it for solo acoustic guitar. So you're gonna get that little bass run. So it's an E minor, and then you're gonna go to a G. So you're gonna get that G little run, and then you're going to go to a B minor, and the way you do that, you're going to go ahead and use your little pinky finger, and then you're going to tap out the little run, the little lick rather, for the bass run. Okay, so let me show you that in slow motion. So you got an E minor shape, and you're going to use your pinky finger to basically hammer on a note on the 3rd fret of the low E string. So it's, and you're coming off of it, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's E minor, 1st position shape, easy chord. Okay, the next thing is a G. You're going to start with the G shape, and you're going to do the very same thing, except now you're going to sort of use and hammer on the second fret of the A string. So it's not hammer on, I mean, you pluck fast from the second fret of the A string back to the third fret of the low E string. So it's okay. So it's E minor, and you just got to emphasize that with your fingers. I know it's hard to play this like this, but you're almost like you're simulating that bass guitar. So it's you got to really emphasize it. Now the next chord is the B minor, which I'll describe here. Of course, you lay your fingers all across all the from the 5th string, 2nd fret all the way down, covering them all, and then you put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, your ring finger on the 4th fret of the D string, and your little finger on the 4th fret of the G string. And it's a B minor. But you're going to sort of you're not going to play all the chords. You're just going to play basically these three, the 5th string, the 4th string, and the 3rd string. So and you got to use your finger, little finger, to get that little hammer on. So let me review that. Very important, because this riff continues to go at the beginning and throughout the entire verses. So you got to get this down. You can play it with a sort of a short stroke E minor. But it just doesn't sound the same. I'd practice the little bass sort of picking, so it's okay. So let's do that slow, and then I'll do it at a fast speed, and then we'll talk about the rest of the intro. So you're going to do this twice on the intro part. So it's okay. Now the rest of the intro goes back to the E minor and does this little lick. Goes to a G, does the little lick, and then it's going to go to a D chord. Just sort of part of the intro to a C chord, first position, E minor, first position, D, first position, to a C, first position. And I'm using sort of a hybrid picking. I'm picking 2 strings at a time, so it's okay, and then it finally gets into the verse, and it starts out with a single line of the bass riff. So it's all is quiet on New Year's Day. White gets underway. Okay? And really the verses are all of that. You're just singing against that bass line. That's why I say you have to get that, and it's just got to be rattled into your head. Nothing changes on New Year's Day. Okay? So you're going to do all the lines of the verse on that, and then it goes to a D chord. It goes to a D, so it's I'll be with you again. So it goes from a D to an E minor. Emphasize the low string bass, and then back to a D with the D bass. I'll be with you again to C, first position, and then back to the riff again. Okay, so let's talk about that again. I'll play it from the last line of the verse, and then I'll do the chorus again and call out the chords. So I don't think I can call out the chords while I'm doing the bass riff. So it's on a New Year's Day, D will be with you, E minor, D will be with you, to C, back to the riff. Under blood red sky. Okay, so that's how you play. The second verse is exactly the same. It's all that the same thing, except you're going to go ahead and jump into a section called let's see, after the newspaper say, to a B minor, this time to a D, say it's true, back to, and then that's first position D, to an E minor, we can break through, though, and back to a D, back to a C, and ends with a C. It's sort of like the little riff you did at the beginning, the chord intro, to a C, and then it goes back to the chorus again. I will be with you again. I will be with, to a C. So that was a D to a C. Okay. Okay, so after the chorus, you're going to be doing the same thing. D to an E minor, D to a C. Okay, now it's going to get into the extended solo with edge, but the bass player is continuing to play that lead line, so he's going to be doing. He's going to do that 6 times, and then he's going to go back into the little end riff, which goes from E minor to a G, to a D, to a C. This is all part of the solo, to an E minor, to a C, or to a D, to a C, and then back into the riff, E minor, G, B minor, and over the top of that they're doing a solo, and then it's going to go into an extended chorus, which is basically singing the chorus twice. It's going to go oh, maybe the time is right. Second line, same thing, D to an E minor, D to a C, and then it's going to go a second chorus. It's going to go, I will meet with you, or be with you again, sorry. So it's D to an E minor, back again to a D, back to a C, and then you're going to go back into the bass riff. Going to do another verse, the one with so this is the golden age, wars we wage, and all that stuff, and it basically plays the last verse, the very same thing. Now the outro for the entire song basically is just fading out on the on a New Year's Day. So let me play the last 2 lines. So it's changes on New Year's Day. It's just fading. And you can put on your best Bono and do all the wailing you can. All right, so that's how you play the song New Year's Day by U2 on solo acoustic guitar. It really isn't that difficult if you can just get that little bass sound. It's a great bass sound. Crank up your bass on your tone controls, whatever, subwoofer on, and you'll be in good shape. So as always, if you have any questions about this or any of my other videos, go ahead and leave me a question or comment at my YouTube channel. And as always, have a great day, and we'll catch you later.